The universe has infinite knowledge for us to use however we want, and we all get access to it however we decide. I call it channeling. Channeling energy, channeling vibration, channeling frequency. So it's not technically singing, it's vocalizing, using sound, frequency, and vibration. And then I tone to help balance any kind of pain issues and help the process of healing. And then I teach people how to do that for themselves, because this is something that we all have access to. These bones are the bones that I started out with 5 years ago, the chicken bones. So I do divination. All of it's divination. The work I do for people is to help them clarify things in their life using various methods for divination, such as bones, water, fire, tarot cards. So I asked them, I said, do you have any specific questions? Most people say, just tell me what spirit wants me to know. First thing that I see is there's something very old and ancient calling up within you. So I call myself a ramble reader, because when I'm reading and I look at the bones, I throw the bones and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, okay, I'm hearing this, and I tell the people, I'm just gonna start talking now. I call myself a ramble reader because I don't stop. I just go with what's coming out, and then we go from there. Because if I stop to try to think about what I'm saying, I might not say certain things.
It is funny because it's like, so the very first time she did it, I was so skeptical of everything. And then it was like stuff started happening. I'm like, she was right. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is making sense and I don't really like this.
So I have been psychic my whole life. I've always had that gift. When it started, I was like, what is happening and why do I feel like this? It's like a thunder in my body, And then over the years, I got used to using it. And then I moved to France and I lived there for 5 years. And while I was there, I had a series of spiritual encounters where God was showing me that music could heal people. Music could do so many things. Like the what we know, the world as it is right now knows about music is like this. Even today, it's this much. But what it is it's big, it's huge, right? And we haven't even touched the surface of the sound and frequency and how it can affect us. So I was born in Fairbanks in 1974, and then my parents moved to Anchorage shortly after, and then I lived here pretty much my whole life. I've tried to leave so many times, and I always end up back here. When my parents first came here, when I was a little girl, they lived down here. So sometimes I feel like it's just me returning home. I love walking downtown. I come here all the time just to go for walks. I walk around the park strip, and I will say, as a part of my own therapy to myself, I walk around downtown park strip and I talk to myself out loud. A lot of the work that I do, the premise of it is look inside of yourself. The answers are there. Your body talks to you. If you listen, you can actually be guided how to heal yourself just from listening to your body. So we all have access, we just don't know, and we don't know how to get that information. And then when people find out, then they investigate, they learn, they study so that they can learn to use these tools.
Thanks for watching this episode of Indie Alaska from Alaska Public Media. Our work is only made possible by the generous support of our viewers. Consider supporting Indie Alaska by making a financial donation at the link below. Thank you.